So y'all, the Blac Chyna case with the Kardashians has finally gone to trial, and there was a lot of tea spilling that will shock you guys. Chyna broke down in court and she is now finally telling her side of the story, and parts of her story are not making enough sense. Everybody knows that Blac Chyna and the Kardashians are not exactly on the best of terms, even though they're always gonna be linked because Chyna has a daughter with Rob. Yeah, it's super messy, but it gets even messier because the court case is serving up some major drama. Now, for those of you who somehow don't know about this drama and why they're in court, I'll give you a very quick lowdown of the gist. So Chyna used to date Rob Kardashian even though his mom and sisters didn't approve, because Chyna used to date Tyga, who allegedly cheated on her with Kylie, Rob's sister. Yeah, I know this story is as insane as it sounds. The sisters believe that Chyna used Rob to get revenge, but Chyna claimed that she really did love Rob. Well, that relationship did not last long, and they broke up in late 2016, just a couple of weeks after Chyna gave birth to their daughter Dream Kardashian. The breakup was super messy and downright chaotic, and Rob said a lot of not so nice things about Chyna, and even went ahead to post intimate pictures of her on the internet, which is illegal by the way. Rob also claimed that Chyna was violent with him and would hit him whenever she got mad. He and his family also claimed that Chyna once tried to strangle him with a phone charger. Honestly, the whole relationship sounds super messy and very toxic, and I think that it was just in best interest that everyone just split up. But this is where things got really interesting. You see, while they were dating, Rob and Chyna got their own reality TV show called Rob and Chyna, and it was a spin-off of Keeping Up with the Kardashians. It only ran for one season and was scrapped after Rob and Chyna broke up. Things started to go downhill for Chyna soon after that, and she held the Kardashians responsible for that. So she up and got herself a lawyer and sued the Kardashians for using their influence to get Rob and Chyna canceled. She believed that they had convinced the network execs to axe the show, and not only that, she also believed that they were bad-mouthing her to everyone who would listen, and that's why she wasn't making as much money as she should have. So she is suing the Kardashians for $108 million because that is how much she estimates that she would have made if they hadn't allegedly gotten her show canceled and talked smack about her. Now, I'm not saying that the Kardashians did get Rob and Chyna canceled, but I wouldn't exactly be surprised if they did. Now, I'm not trying to trash talk them or anything like that, but we all know that they plotted to take Jordyn Woods down after the whole drama that happened in 2019.
The tone is being changed. And if we don't make it known, then we're f***ing pussies. You need to scare the living daylight.
So if they plotted so hard to take Jordyn down, I don't think that it would be completely ridiculous to believe that they could have done the same thing to Chyna. But again, I'm not saying that they did it or that they didn't do it. I'm just laying all the facts out there for y'all to come up to your own conclusions. But anyways, the trial for the case finally started, and day one was a whole mess. They had to select the jury members. Many potential jurors had to excuse themselves from jury duty because they didn't like the Kardashians and believed that they would be too biased to give a fair ruling. Y'all, one man even went as far to admit that he had seen Kim's tape and that he couldn't trust himself to be fair because he would be replaying the tape over and over in his head. I really don't get why he felt like it was appropriate for him to make that statement in court because it was so weird. To the Kardashians' credit though, there were also potential jurors that excused themselves because they were big fans of the Kardashians and they couldn't be biased. Well, they finally sorted out that jury mess and were able to find enough jurors who wouldn't be biased against either the Kardashians or Blac Chyna, and the case started. Y'all, there was so much tea that was being spilled when the trial started officially, and I'm going to spill every single drop. So it turns out that Chyna hasn't exactly been honest with what she shared with the public regarding her relationship with Rob, especially regarding the claims that she was violent. She was the first witness that was asked to take the stand, and well, she couldn't lie under oath because that would have gotten her into even bigger trouble with the law. She had no choice but to come clean, and well, we finally know the truth on some matters. For one, she admitted that the allegations of her trying to strangle Rob with a phone charger had a teeny bit of truth in them. However, she claimed that she and Rob were both being silly and they were just messing around and that she really didn't strangle him. This is interesting because she also flat out denied ever strangling him. Well, I guess that she technically didn't lie because according to her, they were just messing around. She also admitted that she once pointed a gun playfully at Rob. I kind of have to wonder what kind of weird relationship Rob and Chyna had where it was normal to point guns at each other and then wrap chargers around each other's necks. I mean, what happened to going to a nice restaurant for dinner and other fun coupley stuff, maybe do some reels that don't potentially involve bodily harm to either or both of them? I don't know about you guys, but I just have the feeling that they were kind of toxic even before things went wrong between them. Now, the trial naturally turned to the talk of how Rob leaked the intimate pictures of Chyna, and this is where she burst into tears. She was handed a folder, and one of the pictures in the folder was an intimate picture that was taken by Rob. Sources revealed that she was visibly shaken and was taken aback by the picture, and another source claimed that she was crying after she left the courtroom. Also, I think that the Kardashians and their lawyers are trying to smear Chyna's image to the jury because this lawsuit has absolutely nothing to do with whether or not Chyna was violent with Rob when they were together. The lawsuit is about whether or not the Kardashians used their influence to get the show canceled and badmouth her to people, which made her lose out on money. Now, when Kris took the stand, she admitted that she might have had a conversation with one of the network execs about how she didn't approve of Rob and Chyna's relationship. According to page 6, Kris admitted that she might have spoken about it depending on the day because there were a lot of ups and downs in the relationship. Kris also revealed that Chyna had allegedly threatened to unalive Kylie with a knife, and that Chyna did this because she was mad about Tyga leaving her for Kylie. Honestly, this whole family is a mess and they need one big therapy session to work out their issues. But regarding Chyna's claims that the Kardashians had caused her to lose future jobs, the Kardashians' lawyer Michael Rhodes claimed that she did it to herself. He claimed that she had had a lot of violent outbursts and controversies over the last couple of years, and this is why she was losing money, endorsements, and all that stuff. Now, I'm not gonna lie, he does kind of have a point because Chyna is super controversial, and the lawyer was right about how she has kind of painted herself in a bad light. I mean, there was a time that she hit somebody with a baby stroller, and then there was also the time that she went on a long rant about COVID at the Miami airport, and we also have the time that she held a woman hostage in her hotel room. So yeah, I think that the lawyer does have a valid point, but it still doesn't erase the fact that the Kardashians may have had a role to play. But this is where things get very interesting. She admitted in court that she was paid $100,000 by the networks, but she didn't realize that it was a kill fee for the Rob and Chyna show. She also admitted to getting an extra $370,000, which was supposed to be for 4 episodes. Michael Rhodes also claimed that the Kardashians were not responsible for canceling the show, and that the real reason that the show was axed was the fact that she and Rob broke up, and it's kinda hard to film a show if they both hate each other. Now, reacting to this court case drama, a fan said, "No offense, but Blac Chyna is really a boss bee for getting the Kardashians to court. No joke, like for real, they are one of the most powerful families in Hollywood, but Blac Chyna and her mother are taking them on outnumbered 1000%. That's a boss move." Another fan tweeted, "I can't believe Chyna treated Rob so bad. He was such a simp for her too. She fumbled. Now she's selling her cars to pay court fees against the Kardashians and can only see her kids on weekends." This person has very little faith in Chyna and said, "Yo, I forgot why Blac Chyna is in court, but it seems like sis is gonna lose." Now, a source close to Chyna has revealed how she feels about the whole drama, especially about being exposed. The source claims that Chyna felt embarrassed and humiliated about having to relive the humiliation of having intimate pictures of her splattered everywhere on the internet. The source also claimed that Chyna is super determined to see this to the very end and that she won't stop now. This is especially true because Chyna has turned down an offer from the Kardashians to settle out of court. If there's one thing that we know about this drama, is that there is so much drama involved in this case and we haven't seen the last of it yet. While we wait for the drama to unfold, make sure y'all check out this other video because it is just as messy as this one.